Hello, and welcome back to Instant Raeplay with Lucky Time. Sorry about that notification, I forgot to turn off my status. I usually have it on invisible. Even though I think on invisible, you can still receive notifications if somebody messages you. But anyway, we're up against a Yuri, an Ix, and a Dizzy, and tonight feels like a night with a lot of people on, so hopefully the quality of the games is going to increase. And let me just think about what I want to get first here. We know, piercing is going to be a safe bet, but I will want to think very carefully about my following upgrades. Unfortunate miss there. I think I momentarily shot into the geometry. The particle effect for the snipe does last a little bit after the snipe completes. So you could see, if you slow down the footage, you could see a snipe kind of lighting up the night, but also like going straight through the enemy. It's because only the first frame of it actually affects anything, or is active. So even though it looks like you hit sometimes, you really didn't. And then while we have control over here, oh my goodness! Give him a, less than 3. I can't type here. Might be in trouble, but I will try to body block for him at least a little bit, so as a sign of good faith. And then I guess I'll defend here with barely anything. Yuri not gonna really push, because I guess he's afraid of Smiles coming up from above him. So good thing is we have the intimidation coming from Smiles. That by itself can keep them at bay. Unfortunately, they have a Yuri of their own, so they can farm that side. And we'll have to be careful about the top, because it could be laced with mines. Don't want to find out the hard way. Smiles gonna, contest the creeps from me, which is fine, because I don't really need them. Meanwhile, Dizzy's just going to come in and try to ruin my entire life. I imagine that if Dizzy has to pick a target, she's going to prioritize me over, someone like Smiles, who has a lot of health to work with. And it almost feels like they don't even really need Raylan on their team, because Smiles can just burn the floor. Yuri can lay mines down, so, it's going to be a kind of a struggle here to find out what role I'm going to play, I suppose. But as long as no one's pushing this, could potentially steal that and get back to full health. Smile's going to be a little bit in trouble now. I'll just wait for him to get up here. Yep, there we go, and then just let him have those creeps. Okay, wait for Dizzy to jump up, potentially. No? No takers? Okay, we can abuse our range to get the solar there. So I think range is going to be the theme of this build. So I can get range on Rift. I was expecting her to dash behind me, which is why I aimed in the other direction. But it's so twitchy, you have to basically be a cat and have ungodly reflexes. Okay, I might be in trouble here. But Yuri more in trouble. So that's all that mattered. I'll slide into the snipe a little bit, but Smiles kind of pushing them back. If Smiles is walking forward, they're generally not going to stay in the area. So he's kind of anti-synergizing with me and preventing my snipe from having as much effect as it could. So that's why I feel like I have to have range, because if they back up when Smiles goes toward them, then I'm going to have still some way to provide value to my team. Okay, and then with a little bit of extra snipe damage, I could even make that a little bit more threatening. Okay, Yuri can kill me now, or Ix, I guess, could kill me by swapping into Yuri's mine. So I'll have to watch out. Okay, they did farm the mid, so Serona, not the most exciting map to play on unless unless the characters are suited for kind of brawling, which I don't think they are right now. No one really has burst movement except for Dizzy. So Dizzy kind of the odd man out. as it were. And I might be able to combo this positioning tool, this positioning rift with a snipe. Okay, Yuri, want to steal that maybe? Okay, if he snipes with me here. Okay, all I have to do is, man, just she's so her boots aren't fast enough. But with range, we can get close to getting pump rifle after this drop. So hopefully getting close to 200 now. And then I might need to regenerate some solar in the meantime. While I'm here at the base. So here we go, there's 200. We can get that and be on our merry way. Team doing a surprisingly good job of defending without me. I'm always surprised because I'm not used to my team defending while I'm out. What I'm used to instead is my team dying. And then just kind of eating it. Okay, he did use refract, so that's a free snipe. Ix might be proving to be the weak link, but it's not guaranteed yet. I will want to... Man, when I go for Dizzy, Yuri comes in. So he's kind of covering her appropriately, at least. And I can get the rift behind them a little bit. And then fall down. And threaten the kill. 2 more shots, I think, would have done it. Okay, Rillin can shoot from up here. No problems. And then from down here... Ooh, oh, the frame rate kind of tanked a little bit there. I'm not making excuses or anything, but if it was smooth, I think I would have got that shot relatively easy, or at least gotten a little bit closer. Okay. Having no problems sniping anyone with this extended range, but if Dizzy happens to be on the screen, I will prioritize her above anyone else. So maybe I'll dance under the worm so they can feel comforted knowing knowing that they have a kill potentially. Ooh, and even with that range, I still couldn't reach the Yuri, but I did accidentally snipe Dizzy. But you can see, she just, like, she's way faster than I can be, even while shooting. Okay, I don't know where that solar went, but it might have been a visual bug where it didn't disappear before, or, you know, after Yuri took it. So, here we go. Dizzy gonna be threatening the kill, so I'll just wait there with my extended range. I will help out. But it looks like we might have traded. Is that true? No, we didn't. I don't know where Dizzy went. I wasn't really tracking her. Okay, as long as Yuri tells me where he is by pointing his laser, I can track him pretty easily and then probably outdamage him. But all he needs to do is get close enough to drop a mine in my face, and then he's good to go. So it's on a knife's edge that we dance. Okay, again, I can't possibly hope to track this character. When she's going through my hitbox back and forth. If you don't know, the hitbox from Snipe extends, or, you know, starts a little bit past my character model. So if somebody's inside of me and they're small enough, then it's impossible to hit their body because they, you know, they're staying within the blind spot, so to speak. So not something that's normally possible in offline. In fact, I don't know how this game would handle Dizzy being inside of a character if it was offline, because normally the game doesn't permit people to pass through each other. But online, I think there's special code that allows people to mix up their hitboxes. But if this was offline, I wonder if the game would just do the same thing. I don't... Dizzy kind of relies on people defending to walk toward the edge of the turret to lay a bubble here, and then they hit you with it. So I'm going to be trying to stay away from that as much as possible. I do have another 200, so I could potentially invest in... I do want to wait till I get 290 so I can get regen and then snipe damage on top of that. So that'll keep me able to keep them away while I... Okay, just gonna try to bounce him off the ceiling potentially. Ooh, and a beautiful accident. Call those happy accidents right there. I don't think it was intentional for her to walk into the mine, but that's kind of what Yuri relies on, is people just unintentionally going into things they shouldn't be. Otherwise, I don't know how he's planning on getting any hits. But meanwhile, we can farm his jungle. I don't think he has the... Yep, he doesn't have the jump height needed to reach the jungle from the bottom here. Only potentially from this platform, but definitely from this platform. So no reason to... well, I guess there is a reason to hold on to Rift, and maybe I should have. But I think I can at least snipe safely while we have a push going. Because the only thing I'm really worried about is Dizzy bubbling me while I'm stationary. And as long as she has to split her attention on two things, I think I'm good for it then. Here we go. If she decides to dash through me, I can at least use these mines for a little bit of cover. So, okay, ooh, very good refract. And, interestingly, when I'm being slowed down by Yuri's bubble, and I'm holding jump, you know, in this game, jump works as long as you're holding down the button, so you can shorten your jump into a short hop if you release the button really quick. But if Yuri's slowing you down, then you need to continue holding the button to get your full jump, so you need to hold it for like a full 3 seconds or something like that. That's probably a little bit less than that, but you get the idea. So, what could be a full jump would actually turn into a short hop if you release the button a little bit sooner while he's slowing you down. And unfortunate that Ix happened. She's gonna dash through me here. At least I got it. Okay, I'm very proud of myself for hitting that. That was all I really cared about in that instance, was just landing that one snipe to retaliate on her. I don't think I need a second level of range. I don't think that's gonna be necessary. But otherwise, I'm not really too sure what's going to be useful in the snipe row. Could be that cassette deck is going to be it, so I think I'll go for that. Because I'm just relying on my team to do the rest of the work. I'm not even really aiming for pushing myself. And I should have left that creep for Smiles, but can be a little bit troubling to gamble on, you know, leaving the creeps, because then the enemy team obviously can take them. So it's always, you know, it's always a difficult call. And in this position, no one can really touch me, unless... Okay, all she has to do is dive the other way, but as long as... Oh, she's definitely dead there. I tried to flick down to hit the Yuri, but it looks like I missed. Man, there's a whole lot of crap going on out there. We don't talk about it. Do I have regen? That's the question. Doesn't look like I do, even though I did talk about buying it. So with another 200, I don't think I need to necessarily buy anything else. So I'll just go hard on double regen so I can stay out there, and then just abuse cassette deck and range to keep the enemies low for as much as I can. There we go. Yeah, so with the range, I can easily reach into the cubby area over there, and yeah, so this is going to be a pretty annoying game for them going forward. They're not. I don't suspect they're going to be able to reclaim the mid ever again. Smiles is just too threatening, and then we also have a Yuri laying down mines and bouncy mines at that. So all I have to do is contribute a few shots here and there, and then if he swaps here... Ooh, very good patience from X. You don't normally see that. What you normally see is them refracting immediately. So here we go. I'll try to... Okay, try to wait for... I forgot what I was going to say, but I was just focusing on trying not to get ganked by Dizzy there. Solo ganked at that. When you think about ganks, I don't know if you normally think about like multiple players doing it or one player by themselves, but as it just so happens, Dizzy can gank by herself. On Raylan anyway, when she's standing still. Man, and I don't know how many dashes she has exactly, and on top of that, I don't even really know how to find out. Like, I wouldn't even know what upgrades to look for. But luckily was able to get to their jungle before they did. And then from this position I can... Ooh, I'm surprised I got Yuri. It looks like he reacted just in time. But I was a little bit faster. Ooh, I could possibly do something here. We'll have to just walk the other way. Hold your breath and walk. I do have double regen, so I'll leave that health pack for my teammates since I'm just going to be sniping from far away. Okay, there we go. And then with cassette deck, we're going to have it back in 3 seconds, believe it or not. Pretty disgusting. There we go. So now we're able to just unload. and knowing that we have Smiles and a good Yuri player on our team, we don't have to worry. So they're going to understand that I'm, you know, the main target, and they're going to try to take me out from the back line. Oh, and I'm surprised that I needed one more level of range, I think, to get... I'm pretty sure Yuri was going to die there either way, so I switched my attention to Dizzy, but she was out of my range, despite having one level of that upgrade. Oh, someone behind us? I didn't even notice. See how everyone's doing. I forgot to bring up the scorecard from time to time. Okay, so I will... we have a free turret here, as long as all of us get together right now and push. But it looks like Smiles is going to be busy with something else, I think. Okay, now all of them are mostly back. But I don't think they can stop us. All they can do is clear. And then that's all they can really do. So let's try to just keep this super alive as long as possible. Wow! What was that move? Was that the bubble? I don't know if that pink symbol was representing the bubble or like an upgrade or something like that. Maybe it might have been her gun. I don't exactly know. And I don't think they show you here, so there's not really a good way of finding out. But now I'll get my second level of range, and then on top of that, I guess I'll get health. I don't think I need to prioritize boots ahead of health. So I'll just get double health, and unfortunately our Yuri died. We'll just farm one of those creeps and then go right to top. Bottom has a potential to get backdoored because the droids on this map can jump over each other on the staircase. So there we go. I'll prioritize hitting a person rather than the droids. Could always just use my body to block the droids from reaching our turret, so that's no problem. And it looks like Smiles is gonna get cover bottom there. So ooh, I got a little bit of damage on Yuri. Got what I could. We'll rely on the laser sight there to track him, since he is a relatively slow character. He does have unbelievably slow wind up and ooh, potentially ooh. A lot of things happening here. With my range, I can get somebody. I will prioritize, yep, Dizzy first and foremost. We did trade, but looks like my team knows what they're doing. Ooh, Smiles could be in trouble here. Unfortunate. Oh, but Yuri was actually helping him from all the way in the past. He left that mine there just in position for somebody going up to get hit. So beyond what I have right now, I don't really know what can help me stay alive. I can't buy any shields or anything like that now. Okay, nice try, Yuri, but you weren't quick enough. Okay, and I will just easily steal those creeps. He can, I think he can aim underneath the worm and jostle the solar out from its prison. Okay, we'll aim for Dizzy every single time. Okay, try to steal that and successfully do so. Okay, I'm just gonna piss them off a little bit. I don't know where she's going. She still has more dashes. And she's, you know, you can see she's unbelievably fast. She still has more dashes. I can snipe here in case she falls. Well, I was able to hit someone, surprisingly. Oh, he still has Refract. Okay, I will lead them down here and then steal this health pack. They're probably going to follow me, but I don't have a mine covering me anymore. Okay, he is healing Dizzy, so I don't... I'm just going to put him in the rift and then run the other way and then teleport, slide into a teleport. Unfortunate, but I do have an escape in this direction. So that's fortunate. And I can just... Oh, how did I miss her? I think I sniped her hair. So she could be like Lone Star in that her hair isn't actually part of her hitbox or something like that. But I'm pretty sure I was aiming at her face. Yeah, you could slow down the footage there and check for yourself. Let's see how everyone's doing. So I'm falling behind in KD a little bit, but surprisingly, I do have the most turret damage. Did not expect that because that's not really been my priority in this game so far. But I suppose I will get HC Bomb in those moments where I need a little bit of extra damage and I'm cornered. I can either, you know, get a kill or give one final bite to... Ooh, I am noticing there's a little push on our bottom lane, so I will just throw this rift back here. I'm not going to be able to get to the worm in time, but we'll just try to maximize the efficacy of HC Bomb. And then, yeah, I think our droids are good for the bottom row here. There we go. You can see I get in the habit of shooting one auto attack before I snipe. And it pairs together pretty well. Oh, I got a double snipe! I was thinking about, I kept saying always snipe Dizzy, but then I, just in the last second, let me actually help this, unfortunately, I couldn't help that creep to the mine in time, but in the last second I decided to turn around, and I'm so glad that I did. There we go, so we almost took down their entire wave. She's going to try to put a bubble behind me, but that's not going to be an issue. Her team is coming back right now. So I will try to snipe them back into the rift. Or at least get an HC bomb when they jump up here. Oh, never mind. They all came from the front. Not what I expected, if I'm being honest. They don't usually do that. They generally try to flank you. So maybe they saw me on the minimap. Unfortunate, but you know, good, you know, cautious or precautionary maneuver from her to check within the hide area before committing. Okay, so we can just hold that out there, and then Yuri can drop a mine on him from off screen. So I don't see anyone on the map, but it looks like they're hiding up top, so I will try to come up here and help out. And yeah, so I've successfully kept him out. Now we have this entire area to ourselves. I'm going to try to desync with my team. Yep, in case Dizzy comes down and tries to bubble us. She won't be able to do so on all of us. Okay. And she is very hard to catch, despite having this range. Yeah, that's what I wanted, because I want to get this health pack. It looks like they're both prioritizing me. Wow! Not what I expected to happen. Ooh, I did hit him. So it looks like Yuri's going to be in kind of a tough spot. There, Yuri, that is. Yep, and I did, if you don't know, Snipe bounces them back when it hits them. So because it has kind of a displacement effect, they are kind of stuck in a little bit of a fall after they get hit by it. So I can reliably disrupt Yuri's movement, since you know, every time he stops, his momentum resets. So I can reliably reset it and then reliably catch up to him as a result. So yeah, I'm just relying on my team here to try to bail me out, and just wave it all over the place in case he thinks he's gonna get out. Just let him know he's not. Let him know there's absolutely no escape for him. Okay, just a shot in the dark there. Happened to get it. Okay, not good positioning from me. Dizzy is doing everything she possibly can to keep us out. Okay, I'm surprised. I didn't think that our Smiles would get killed over to the Dizzy there, because she was kind of in the middle of our stack. But she can dash through literally all of us. I'm just going to drop with a... Okay, I did hit her, so she's probably teleporting now. And just keep the pressure on. Yep, and I do have that cooldown on cassette deck, so that's coming in handy right there. So now with 680, my goodness, I can basically fill out my entire build. So we'll get especially gun damage. We did commit to the piercing early on, so I do want to just absolutely maximize the amount of damage that I dole out on Dizzy, specifically Dizzy and no one else. I'm not even really considering the other two. Because as you can see, Dizzy can just literally fight all three of us at the same time. She just has the tools to do so. So she's pretty much just going to demand my entire attention, whether I like it or not. Okay, and it looks like I can't really catch up with Yuri while he's bubbling there to help out. So I'm just going to offer a little bit of a threat and hope that's enough to distract them from chasing Yuri to his grave. Okay, and after she gets that health, I'm going to want to unload the snipe on her. Otherwise, if I snipe her before she picks up the creep, I'm probably dead here. But I can get this and then get her stuck in one of those. Did bring her low, so now I might be able to do something else and then continuing to kite them around. So I don't think they're going to be able to catch me at this point. And just wait for the refract to end. And he's definitely going for the the bouncer, but we're anti-synergizing a little bit. No, okay, as long as all three of us were on the case, I don't think there was any escape for him. Okay, I do happen to one-shot those. It's just there's a little bit of lag, so there's a little bit of a delay. And at this point, I'm feeling pretty confident that I can fight Dizzy with this gun damage. Her bubble, as you know, as annoying as it is, it only comes up every so often. Okay, and I'll try to shoot downwards so I can get both waves of droids at the same time with my piercing. Looks like we're gonna take this turret imminently, unless she bubbles into our stack here. Whoa, I did happen to miss. And you can see with all the particle effects happening at the same time here, very difficult to you know, plan as things happen, because the particle effects are just covering up all of the important information. So for whatever reason, Ronimo decided to put all of the particles at, you know, z-axis or z-index 1, thereby covering all of the important information that you would need to make decisions. Not how I would have designed the game, you know, but that's just my opinion. So, how are we all doing? Ix is struggling a little bit. It looks like all of us know how to deal with Ix. Oh, it looks like my soundbar turned off, but that might be a good thing for the recording, because watching some of these episodes back, there does seem to be a little bit of an echo, which is the mic picking up the soundbar as well as the desktop audio. So hope it's not too noticeable, and if I did just draw your attention to it just now, I apologize. You can see Yuri's hitbox extending way above where his character model ends. So some characters like Lone Star and Dizzy, their hitbox is smaller than their character model, and then other characters like Yuri and Scree, their hitbox is a little bigger than their character model. Just all around confusion. It makes you unable to really tell what's going on. Okay, and then if Dizzy is up here, we might be able to catch her too, but not lucky enough. At this point, looks like it's a Goodnight Sweet Prince, and if she decides to dash behind us, we'll have a rift right there for her. So here's the final stats. I attribute this win to my team more so than anything else. I think without them, I couldn't really have done this. The composition we were up against was just a nightmare. Yeah, exactly that. You know, I was gonna use another word there, but once I saw nightmare in the chat, I thought, you know what, that was actually the perfect description. But I guess we were a nightmare right back. So both teams were a nightmare. It's just that one was more nightmarish than the other, as does happen. So I hope you enjoyed that game as much as I did, and I will see you next time.